current price. If it ends at like right when my time hits, whether it ends up here, then of course I won the trade. If it ends down here, then I've lost the trade.
Gotcha.
So if you lose the trade, you're only going to lose your $60.
Run that back, turbo.
Hey, 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 hey. Designer head to toe. I sit to the head and flow. Already fed the pole. Niggas too scared to go. Hey, 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 hey,
hey. This shit tough though. What's happening, man? What's up, man? This your boy EP, man. We back again, man. The GHU podcast, you hear me? I'm rocking with my boy Tor.
What's good, man?
And my guy, man. Go ahead and get us in there, introduce. What's going on?
Hey, man, we back at it. Episode 3. You know, it's been a long overdue. I think it's like a week or two overdue. We're supposed to have this been played out, but we've been so busy, so we just glad to be back here. I really try to take my time trying to figure out who I really wanted to come on, you know, for this podcast, next episode and everything. And, you know, still going on with the pandemic and COVID getting worse and everything. I thought it was a good idea to bring Miss Britanny over here to the show today. Kind of explain what she has going and how it can kind of correlate, you know, right now with everything that's going on in this world. So, Britanny, go ahead and take over the show.
Yeah, of course. So, my name is Britanny Chanel, also known on Instagram as adoseofnike. And so the way I got into like this whole Forex trading thing, it's really started more so last year when the pandemic happened. Because before, you know, I was working in the Galleria. I was in retail for 10 plus years. And then, you know, of course, COVID happened and I had to find like something new to adapt to. So I was like, okay, well, Amazon about to be popping right now. Like, you know, it's just going to be like a lot of online shopping. And that wasn't really, you know, something that was going to benefit in the, you know, retail community if you worked in retail. And yeah, I was in the Galleria. Pandemic happened. So then that's when I came across Forex trading just through Instagram. And I was like, okay, like I heard about it, you know, like in the past, let me like actually see what it's about, because at that point I was like, yo, I got nothing but time, so let me just, you know, explore a new field, explore a new avenue, and just see where, you know, it can go. And so didn't take it as serious as first, you know, I got started literally like a little later in the year, didn't take it as serious, and I came back like maybe like a month later, and I was like, okay, like let me just try this out, like, you know, consistently for like at least 10 days and really just see where it goes. And honestly, that's been like the best skill set I think I've learned for myself. As long as, you know, helping others achieve the same thing. So I'm just been like real grateful for the opportunity. It's really lit, you know, I like it a lot. So if you're definitely looking to get in something that you could like literally make money, you know, whenever you wanted to, it could be like a little side hustle thing too, you know, it's really cool, so I really like that.
So what is like, so basically like what is Forex trading?
Yes.
Like what is it that you actually doing?
So we're trading currency pairs. So you know how you have like, let's say like you're going to Europe. You're on vacation, right? So let's just say you gotta go to the airport, you have to exchange the US dollar for the euro, because that's the currency that you'll be, you know, paying in that country. So basically we're doing all of that. It's that same process, it's just now done digitally. So we're trading currency. He like I lost you.
Hell yeah, trading currency. So when you go to other places, like you basically, I'm lost.
Like, you know,
like I'm confused.
Because when you, like, you know, when you go out the country and like, again, you're going to
trade your money from US money to like euros and shit like that.
And let's say that their dollar amount is lower than, well, actually in Europe it'll be higher. So like, you know, their dollar price point average is going to be higher naturally than the US dollar.
Okay.
And so basically you either be paying the difference or you're going to be paying more to have that dollar when you get to that country. So it's that's called like, that's trading, like that's, you know, you're trading your currency for another currency.
Okay, I understand. Yeah. So how you getting your paper in there?
So
like I get that. I'm sorry. So how you get? Yeah, how you get your paper in there?
Yeah.
He's trying to find. He's trying to
get
paid. I'll get paid.
Hey, she hustling, she grinding, so everybody doing something for some money. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So the way that you're able to make money in this business is just by you literally finding a broker on the internet, you finding a broker that you want to basically trade your money with, like whoever, because you have to put your money to this account, and then from there you have a certain amount. Like let's say you start with $250, so you're gonna start with that $250. You have to pay the broker, and then that's what activates your account. So you can't just like log into a website and be like, oh, let me just trade currency, let me just get some money, you know.
Okay.
I mean, if it were like that, that would be amazing, but like it wouldn't be ideal. And so you're basically just putting your money into a broker account, kind of like a savings, but you're able to trade with that, if that makes sense. So that's how you would, get started.
And you said how long you was doing this for? You've been doing it now for?
Now it's been a year. As of July, a little over the year.
And so at first, when before you started doing it, was you skeptical about it at first? And
absolutely.
What? Because I've heard about it. I've been interested in wanting to do it, but I have my reasons why I haven't done so. But like, what kept you at first from actually pursuing it?
Just all the things that I would normally just see online. Like you think of Forex, and you're like, oh no, like that's that scam slide.
Exactly.
Because it already has that name, and I thought that same exact way, probably as a lot of people do.
Right.
So it's like, dang, I get it. Like it do sound, it just make you kind of like, no. And so I just always brushed it off, but I always heard it through social media.
Yeah,
never knew anyone that actually did it. Like,
okay.
I just never heard it.
Yeah, that makes sense, because that's how it is. Like when you first hear that, I was the same way. It got to be something sketchy about it. Someone's gonna hit you in the long run. X, Y, Z. That's why I felt like it was perfect. Like putting this, knowing someone who actually, is in front of a computer that I know personally that makes money off of this. Actually, I know several people now. So it starts to get my mind, thinking differently, and maybe I can find myself different ways to make money. But at the same time, I can't just sit down on a laptop and just make money. Like I feel like I'm not using my time wisely. Like even though it's a great asset, I feel like to make money. Me personally, I can't just. I'm gonna pop my laptop open and try to make some money. Like I can't do that.
You making enough, you'll sit your ass. Pop that damn laptop out here.
Oh my goddamn, man! But. No, I think that's really dope. So, like, if you compare, so how long was you in retail for?
I was in retail for 13 years.
So, was you happy all those years that you was in retail?
No, not
so
all the years.
When did it get to a point where you were just fed up for it and you started looking? And then did that happen? Like, did that kind of like correlate came? So, how did that kind of?
So, I want to say like within my 10th year of doing retail, I was kind of like, kind of over it. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I was always had the mindset like, dang, I'm sitting up here for like 8 hours, 9 hours. I could be doing something like, constructive or whatever.
Right.
And I never knew what it would be. I was like, I just know I don't want to be here. I want to be somewhere at home making money, doing, I don't know what, anything. And so I kind of already had that mindset back then, but I didn't know, oh, you're going to be a Forex trader. Like, I didn't know. Like, this didn't come till years later from that moment when I realized that.
So this is more like a solo thing, or you have a team? Like, how does that work?
So I started off, I didn't even know you can do teams, honestly. I was just like, oh, okay, that sounds cool. But I want to do it by myself. Let me just see, what I'm getting into. So honestly, I tried it out for, I want to say about a week or two before I was, making money and, seeing how, okay, let me make sure it's real first before I go tell anybody else about it. Let me make sure it's legit. I already heard all the, all the stuff about it. So let me just jump in for myself and see. So I did start alone.
Okay. So now that you're in it a year now, I guess my next question is, now if you take your retail job and then you take, trading, how fast of a process is it of, okay, I work in retail, I know I'm getting paid, twice a month, or I'm getting paid every week or however, compared to trading, am I getting paid, like how often is that money continually coming in? Do you have to continue to trade in order to make the money? Kind of like serving, like in order to make the money you gotta go and work and serve and make cash.
Yeah.
If you don't, you're not gonna make it. So it's the same thing in trading, you literally just have to be on there every day and just make your trades. How expansive, I guess, are these price ranges? you know, where does the money start from? $20 you made,
That's what I'm trying to
$50, $80,
feel
like,
man.
because I've heard of people put down. So I know the things you have to put money into the account, right? So I know a lot of people that put like, you got wealthy people, they put like $50,000 in, and they're sitting here trading with $30,000, making $90,000 off of it, type thing. Is that works too?
Yeah, it's whatever amount you want to start with. It just normally has to be over at least $100.
What's the most you made?
So the most, like in a day?
What's the most you made in a day and on the trade?
Let's see, on a day and on one way. So just an entire day of trading, and then just
one
a
trade.
single trade.
Single trade.
So I want to say though, we'll start for the day. Gosh, where was I? I remember I was on vacation with a few friends, and we went to, gosh, where did we go? I can't remember where we went. We were out of state or whatever. So I remember just like literally sitting there, we were at this restaurant, and it was at night, and then I was like on a live training sessions, because you know we hold team training sessions or whatever. So I just remember being on the call and literally just sitting there, you know, trading or whatever. I'm taking the trades that, you know, everyone else is taking. And then I just remember I meant to put $100, and I tapped another zero.
Ooh,
and so it was $1,000.
Ooh,
And so the way I like to trade, I'm like real heavy on when it comes to risk management. So like, let's say I start off with like $250 or whatever, and then by the end of the night, my goal is to at least make 5% or 10% more of what I just, you know, what I started with. So I have a set, you know, and we give these out too. We have a risk management schedule, so it tells you how much to risk. If you started this much with your account, by the end of the month, it should be here, you know. So you have that to follow if you know, want to be just a good trader in general. You really want to follow risk management. But to go back to your question, which was what did you
How much you done made in a day? How much you done made in just one single trade?
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's what it was. Okay, so in that day, because I put that extra zero on my 100, so it's 1,000. But the return back from that was, I believe, $800 something. And so I would have made the 1,000 plus the 800.
Almost basically double your money.
Yeah.
That was the most in a single trade. Yeah.
And that was on accident.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was so risky.
So-
I was like, yo,
So the fact that you just
I'm thinking like, I'm gonna just close the laptop because I don't know what's gonna happen when I open this screen.
So did that like give you motivation to try and make bigger bets? Like now that you accidentally put that extra zero and it did you good? Or
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. After that, I was like, oh, one little $100 here, get back $300. You know, you could just make those steady withdrawals after you hit a certain point. You could literally withdraw every single day if you wanted to. Withdraw your money.
So
Yeah.
what, like, you take losses? Have you done took some losses?
Oh yeah, for sure. In HFX, I only trade HFX
That's
right
like
now.
the win-loss ratio.
Yeah, like what's your biggest loss you done took?
It depends. Like literally, I've seen people lose a few trades in a row, but then I done seen some people come up with some massive wins just back to back to back. But yeah, you gonna lose, and when you lose, you just gonna humble. It's gonna humble. You're gonna think you up in like a minute or two. You know that. You know them red boxes will humble you for sure. It's crazy. So.
Dang. So would you say, all right?
It's just like a gamble. No,
It turns
basically
into a gamble
Yeah.
if you don't have a strategy, because you have tools there, if you access them, that tell you where the market is going, and so you know when to get in. So it's less of, oh, I don't know where the market's going. If I win here, I win here. If I lose, I lose. Then it becomes gambling when you don't have those tools that you actually need to scan the market.
So what's some people that want to get into it? Like what's some good tools?
Honestly, you're better off joining with a company that already, teaches trading, and they are giving you the A through Z, courses in order to help you become a profitable trader. So the tools are normally going to be like in whatever program. I was in IM, as you know, now with a newer company, but we have the same things. Like we're going to have, there's certain scanners that help you scan the market that the company's going to give you access to. And it teaches you, how to use them so you can trade on your own, because that's what everyone wants to do. Everybody wants to just be, at the club, making money on their own. Right. So once you learn that skill set and how to use that, you can literally, take this as far as you want to go.
That's the ideal job. I just sit in the club, take a shot, and make $1,000.
I mean, it's literally
Pooh Shiesty playing in the background. I don't have a band.
Oh man,
shots for everybody.
Now, could you show us an example, like some on a laptop?
Of course.
Yeah, I had to bring my laptop too, y'all. I had to feel important and smart and intelligent, so I got mine out too.
Professor Henderson, look at him.
Professor Henderson.
Stop playing with me, boy. Yeah, I'm in here.
So, yes, you have. So this is going to be one of the HFX brokers, right? Yeah, so this is the HFX broker. So, you obviously could choose whatever broker you decide to go with, but this just happens to be one of the best ones, I would recommend starting with. And so, literally, when you can log in on your phone, it looks the exact same. So, just understand, how easy this is and how you only literally need to look for 5 different things. So, on this side here, you see all these. You see GBP, CAD, GBP, AUD. So these are all the currency pairs. And then there's Euro and the US. That's the most popular one. So you see you have all these different currency pairs, and you see all their currency percentages. So, 60%, 85%, 60. So you go over here, and we're in EuroCAD right now. And this is your strength meter. So it's telling you which, parts are going to be stronger, either Euro or, CAD, and we're placing them together. We're trading them against each other. That's why it's called binary trading. And so here you have where price is currently at. You see it shooting up right here. So this is telling you where price is currently at. And we always look at the last 3 digits here. That's going to tell you your strike price. And it's also here to 754. So this is telling you where price is currently at, right now. Now, if you were to put in $60 on this trade, we'll profit $38.40 US dollars. So you'll get back your $60 plus your 38. Exactly. And so that's how and then of course you have your call or your put, which is going to be your buy or your sell button. And so if I were to place a buy right now, my entry price will be $7.54, because that's where I bought price at here. So that's going to stay there. It's going to probably highlight blue. And then wherever price goes, if price literally ends right here, and then again, you have your time frame here. So with HFX, you're able to select your own time frame that you want to be in a trade. So right now I have it on 1 minute. So if I literally press the buy button right now at 7:54, price could shoot up, it could shoot down, but wherever my price, let's say my expiration time, wherever that ends, wherever this little guy right here ends, current price, if it ends at right when my time hits, whether it ends up here, then of course I won the trade. If it ends down here, then I've lost the trade.
Gotcha.
So if you lose the trade, you're only going to lose your $60. So you never lose more than you put at risk.
Right.
So
now, is this the same thing where you have pips or something like that?
No, pips will be regular forex. I mean, these are still pips, but this is a little bit more deeper into the candle.
What's a pip?
So
it was something I learned from my homeboy. He was doing some other trading, and he had something called pips per minute or pips per something. I don't know.
So right here. So these are all pips.
Okay, yeah.
Yep. So this is gonna give you So this is going to give you the right here, the percentage and price. So these are all pips right here. All of these are pips. And so it's going to tell you, there are a lot of different things also to look for when this is regular forex. So this would be institutional. I personally don't trade institutional forex. It is a little longer as opposed to HFX, where you're able to profit in minutes. So that's why that is the new, hotter thing when people say, oh yeah, I do forex. Okay, do you do forex or do you do HFX?
You can do both, right?
You can do both. Yeah, you can do HFX, you can do regular forex, you can do crypto. But for the average person just coming in, not knowing anything and literally wanting to make money now, I always say HFX. Because literally everything that I just explained to you, here, that's literally all you need to look for. Whoever's calling out your trade, they just look for those things and they take the trade. You make money.
So what did you find as far as when you first started doing this? Like, what was the most? I feel like this can be a little frustrating and irritating at first. You kind of don't understand. Because I'm looking at it like, okay, yeah, I can understand it, but still, I feel like that can be frustrating and irritating to a lot of beginners trying to get into it, not fully understanding it, I guess.
So like when you join the academy, you're given like a full breakdown from literally A to Z, and so we're breaking literally every single thing down in multiple chapters. We quiz you throughout to make sure you're actually retaining the information. And what I like best is because I'm a visual person, so I need videos, pictures, something, and so we give you that, and so you're able to really break it down, and then we place you into trading. So we don't just throw you in here like, okay, look for these, good luck.
Gotcha.
They're walking you through, like literally holding your hand step by step with the whole process. But once you get in, it's fairly easy, because I know when I first started, like the first thing I was brought up to was something like this, and I was like, this looks like a heart rate monitor. Like this looks mad crazy. Like, what are you showing me, bro? Like, bro, if it got something to do with some math, I'm not doing it, because I do not fool with math. I can't. I was like, bro, if I gotta add, if I gotta multiply, I can't do it. But when I was explained to it, I was like, okay, this seems, pretty easy. I know what currencies are. Okay, I set my time. I set how much I want to, risk or whatever. You could edit that, and then this is how much I make. Okay, got it. But it just seemed easy. I was like, okay, let me just start risking small amounts just to see that just to see what it do. And so literally, I did that for about a week, and by that second week, I was actually making more money, and then I got to a certain point where I made my first withdrawal, and I was like, okay, like this is the true test. How fast I'm gonna get this money,
For real.
So
I'm about to do what you say. You might have to sit my ass on the couch and just open his laptop and just.
It's literally. I kid you not. Like when I first looked at it, I was like, this is gonna be some hard stuff, man. What did I get myself into? But literally looking at it now, it's like everything is right here. Like you're gonna get to that point probably faster than me. I've seen people get it from knowing nothing, getting it in like 3 days. Just already making withdrawals. I was like, you was doing better than me. I was my first.
I think behind that has to have some type of wanting. Look, I'm in a situation, maybe I need to make this money, so I'm just locked in. Whatever I need to learn, let me learn it real quick so I can get everything.
So is that just like stocks?
Huh?
So is that just like stocks? Like you betting on what?
What's
the difference between that and stocks?
Stocks is a little different.
See, cause stocks.
Let me explain it.
But see, cause stocks, you betting on what's gonna pop and what's not gonna pop, right?
Exactly.
But stocks, I feel like it's like over time. Like over,
that's a lot.
Like a time frame.
Yeah.
You put in money at at whatever amount it is.
Like let's say Apple, for
and you let it grow. And over time, let's just say in 6 months it grew from $60 to $120. I don't know. That's stock. This is more of trading. You getting access to this money now.
All I know is she making enough money now because she been in this shit for a year.
When you want to hop on, you know where to go. You know where to go if you want to. But I think that's pretty interesting. Like I said, I think it really correlates with what's going on today. People are jobless still. All it takes is a laptop or your phone to get up on here and start it. So
exactly, and this is just one of the ways to make money. You have several other ways in the company to make money.
So what's your personal favorite way of making money? This one right here? Trading.
My second, residual income is cool, but only because I knew nothing about what residual income was when I came into this. And I was just like, okay. And then I just started naturally telling my friends about it. And then that's when my mentor was like, you get paid for that, right? I said, paid for what? But he's like, for telling people. I was like, where's stop the cap? Come on, stop the cap. You're bugging. He's like, no, I'm serious, And so I got, put on with that, and then that was another stream of income.
So every time you put somebody on, are they signed up?
I mean, imagine just telling your friends yo, I can teach y'all to make money from your phone, bro. let's do it. Like,
The
Y'all hear?
game, the
Look
game
here.
is to be sold, not to be told. You hear me? The game is to
You
be
know,
sold, not to
This
be
is
told.
this is
bro.
real deal. She's really making money. So for all y'all who is skeptical, if y'all need some, hey, hit her up right now. Hey, you gotta drop your IG name, all that later. You gotta drop it all, cause hey, you the plug now.
appreciate it. Yes, follow me on Instagram at adoseofnike. Facebook, Britanny Chanel. If you still use Facebook, I know I do.
I got disactivated. Man, y'all already know what it is, man. Appreciate you coming out again. Oh, I have a
Now hold up real quick though.
What's up?
What's your Instagram name again?
At adoseofnike.
What's that?
Adele tonight.
You got the Nike chain and everything.
Yes. So I had a friend in middle school, and you know I would always wear Nike. So he's like, "Yo, you always got the flyest kicks on, like the flyest, you know, whether it was some, I don't know, some Jordans, some Nikes, whatever." And so from then he just, you know, always called me Nike. Then the whole school was like, "Yo, Nike." I'm like, "Okay, I guess it's my name now," you know. So yeah, everyone just started calling me that, and it transferred from middle school to high school. Even like a few people, you know, when I went to college will call me Nike, so it just kind of stuck with me. Then Instagram came around, you know, so that's just the name that I created with that. It's for my friend.
That's like a dose of damn Nike.
Yeah, those came out of nowhere. I was like, okay, my name, okay, we got Nike. What's gonna go in front?
A
Then
dose of
Adobe.
Nike.
Yeah.
I sure was wondering where it came from.
Yeah.
Hey, Nike. She y'all, you feel me? Hey, she rock with y'all.
GHU certified. First lady on the show.
Say it one more time.
First lady on the show. Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate it.
This is the podcast. Get with it.